Okay. Okay.
Alright. Oh, sorry to cut you off there. But speaking of cutting off, yeah, I'm going to apologize for that. We both kind of lost track of time. We should have some kind of timekeeping device that buzzes when we've got like a 30-minute warning or something. I mean, not 30 minutes, I mean, 30 seconds. Yeah. Whatever. You know what I mean.
I'll just keep track of the time. I'm not playing the game, so I'll just keep track of the time. This
Yeah.
time. Keep it in my
Anyways.
sight.
So, Tayo or Tails, or can I just call you by your first name? You're calling me by my first name.
I guess so.
Yeah, there's a lot of people named Mark, so it doesn't exactly mean that anyone knows exactly who you are.
Anyway, you said you were going to backtrack through this text.
Yeah, I already backed up all the way to the beginning. That's something that this game lets you do that I kind of wish other games let you do.
Yeah, let's see. Don't be too hasty. Juno, go. Juno, yes, and there's a comma there.
Period.
Period. Goldwood isn't the place it once was. Your Gatherick's going in unprepared. Keep an eye on your pistol's charge gauge as you need all the firepower you can muster. For a start, Life Force, which is a game that also appeared on NES, and the first time I said that was better. Doors such as this one won't open while Mizar has troops active in the area. It must destroy all nearby enemies to progress. Learn to use an A button for manual targeting. What's an A
R
button?
button, actually.
R button.
And
This-
yes, I know that's the font.
This font is just ridiculous. Rare, what were you thinking? Okay, next. Also, take note of these region markers. A green one lets you know that you're about to enter a new region. A red one shows that you're leaving a region, and both together mean that you're moving from one region directly to another. That's about all I can tell you. Go through the first door, and you'll be, and you're as ready as you'll ever be. Good luck, Juno. Listen to the briefing before you start, and be careful.
Yeah, as I was saying in the last video, Life Force doors is what they call them in Star Fox Adventures when you have to kill a bunch of enemies to get through. Rare, just recycle names. One thing I wanted to mention is that this game is kind of ahead of its time for one thing. There's a lot of games these days where you've got like two different types of control modes. A standard S control mode where you can go like this and platform and whatnot. So, some games on the PS3 like Infamous or Uncharted kind of come to mind. And then those games, when you hold down a certain button, kind of go into like this over-the-shoulder aiming mode. Now this isn't exactly over the shoulder, but you know, in the aiming mode, it plays out more like a third-person shooter. One thing that's interesting about this game is you notice that my character goes all translucent, transparency, ghosty, like something. I'm like a spirit or something, so I can actually see through myself as to what I'm aiming. That's kind of why the over-the-shoulder thing was created, so your character wouldn't get in the way.
I think Punch-Out has this game beat with the whole translucent thing by a few years.
I wasn't talking about the translucent thing, I was talking about the two different control methods. Characters
But
do that.
you did mention the translucent thing. The fact that your character from behind is kind of see-through like in Punch-Out. Of course, the original Punch-Out you were wireframey.
Yeah. He does that every time you aim at him. If you actually shoot him, which I'm going to do right now, and try to talk to him. You shoot him and then you talk to him, and he'll say,
Hey, what are you doing? Guys have a friend. Some twin of friends use each other for target practice. Listen to the briefing before.
that's just the last thing he said. Okay, now we have voice acting.
Sounds like Soundwave from Transformers.
Yes, it does. don't increase your health, they refill your health. You increase your health by picking up Gemini capacitor. This whole thing is the briefing, by the way.
Across the level, you will find the tribals. This bear of grace has been enslaved by my soul.
Oh, man. Yes, do that. Although, there is something very annoying about this game, and I really wish they would... I love this wish.
You are now one step closer to my soul.
Okay, what I was going to say is, there's something very annoying in this game, and I really wish they would re-release the game on Xbox Live Arcade, especially since character posters for Juno and Vela are still visible in the kids' rooms in Banjo-Tooie. Now, one thing interesting about this game is, if I'm not doing that manual targeting thing, I kind of do auto-targeting, which is pretty cool. In the first 3 levels, you will be able to save all the tribals in one go if you know where they are. In the other levels, you will not be able to do that. And
so you should just not save the tribals, because it doesn't save the ones you save, right? Unless you save all of them?
yeah, that was the annoying thing I was talking about. It's kind of like the notes in Banjo-Kazooie, and speaking of which, that's also why I was saying that they should, you know, re-release it on Xbox Live Arcade, because when they re-released Banjo-Kazooie on Xbox Live Arcade, it actually saved the notes that you collected, rather than making you have to get all 100 in a single run of the level, which was so freaking annoying.
Also, I'd love to play this with a 360 controller.
Yes. Oh, and one other thing. When they re-released Perfect Dark on Xbox Live Arcade, they fixed the aiming. I mean, it's an option that you can select, but they basically made it so that the aiming cursor is always in the center of the screen and moves, you know, more the way we're used to in these types of games, rather than having this kind of bizarre bounding box type thing, which, like I said, just doesn't work for things. Now, you see that right there? That thing will increase the ammo capacity of my pistol. Actually, for all weapons, they look like that. You can never tell which weapon it's going to be unless you either have a strategy guide, like I do, played the game before, and just memorized them all, which, since they all look the same, good luck with that. And, yeah. Or pick it up and then it'll tell you. Now, this is an interesting mechanic. See this life gem up here that I can't get?
Yeah.
I can just shoot it down.
I wish you could do that in other games. Hey, you know what? Something's really funny about this game.
What?
So, I'm assuming that Mizar, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Mizar.
Are those doors designed by Mizar?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you getting at the Shadow the Hedgehog thing where it's like, how do our troops get through here without killing each other?
Yeah, it makes no... And furthermore, like, why not just make it so that the door doesn't open at all or requires a key card? It just...
Well, there are key card doors. In fact, one of the reasons I'm in here, other than saving some tribals that are in here that I would have missed if I had gone the other way, there is a yellow key that I can get, which will give me access to a few doors early on, so I can get some stuff. Ah! Proximity mines.
Battle damage boxes, like He-Man.
Yeah. Let's see if I'm actually going the right way in here, or if I'm just moving around. The good thing is, though, is the number of enemies in the area is fixed, so, you know, even if I'm going the wrong way, killing all these guys isn't completely pointless. Oh, and you know how you mentioned cheats earlier? Well, you get cheats by collecting guys' heads. There's only 3 cheats in the game, though. Ants' Pants, which turns all the regular drones I'm killing now into Mr. Pants, where wears, I guess, mascot type thing. I don't know, he's weird looking. There's a picture of him in Banjo-Tooie. In Bogey's house. Bogey, however the freak you pronounce the damn polar bear's name. Anyway, let's see. Here's where I want to go. Rescue these tribals before they die. If one of them dies, I have to redo the entire level again.
Please don't waste our time.
Don't worry, that doesn't usually happen. Even when there's a ninja drone around, which they really should be called assassin drones. Because basically what they do is they kill tribals. But the tribals are programmed to run away and flee for their safety. In this box is the yellow key. There was a door back at the beginning of the game that requires, I believe, the yellow key. I'm not 100% sure. Where I could have gotten shurikens. However, I am not backtracking to that location right now. I'll come back to that later. You know, when you were typing right there, I was starting to think of Ego Trip, Dexter. I'm typing.
Oh, if anyone gets that reference, you are awesome.
Made of win.
Yes.
And if you don't get that reference, you're made of lose!
As far as I'm aware, Ego Trip is only available on VHS, which really should be available on DVD or something because it's so awesome.
Yes, it is the awesomest thing that's ever awesomed an awesomely awesome thing awesomely. I have no idea what I just said.
Was that full damage?
Yes. I'm swimming!
Can you dive?
Yes, you can die from fall damage. Does it happen? No, not really.
No, I said, can you dive underwater?
Oh, dive? Yeah, but not as Juno. See that underwater passage? Can't go there. You need Vela. Speaking of which, when we actually do get her, I have a special song prepared. And hopefully my voice will be more recovered by that point. I kind of got a little bit
Somebody left their toxic waste barrels lying around again.
At least they didn't leave them in the middle of some poor kid's backyard. Poor kid searching for his pet frog. Finds a tank underground. Yes, I'm talking about Blaster Master.
I'm hoping I can get that game for free, actually, on, well, technically free. I'm hoping maybe you'll be a Nintendo Club reward at one point. I'm saving my coins. Well, some of them, anyway.
You know, in my personal opinion, even though I love the first Blaster Master game, I do think it is very overrated, and that a lot of its sequels have, you know, stuff added to them that improve it.
Well, hello again. I move pretty fast. I know the instant transmission technique. I know it's just occurred to me that you might be curious about the door. It's actually a training area from Mizar's airborne squadron. However, I'm afraid it's out of my jurisdiction, so don't expect to get in there unless you have contacts. Other doors require heavy firepower to open. Mizar's security isn't subtle. Oh, I forgot. Villa left this key for you when she passed through here.
I got to check our time. Okay, we got enough time to finish this, I hope.
Villa left this key for you. Where was she headed? There was some mention of scavenging for supplies in the old SS Anubis. I better get moving, Juno. I have the red key.
No, that's what Juno says. It says, can I have the red key? Red key, you are now in possession of the red key. Astonishingly, this can be used to open doors with red locks. Gee, I would never have guessed that. But then again, it says astonishingly, so it's kind of a...
Okay, we're running out of time. We're going to have to stop the video here. I'll see you next time.